Drift within.
That's good. What are you?
Not far from the town of Lunenburg in southwestern Nova Scotia, you'll find a mysterious little cove tucked along the banks of the LaHave River called Horseshoe Cove. It was once home to a German settler named Nicholas Sphor. His hopes of becoming a landowner in this new British colony became a reality when he stumbled upon an abandoned fur trading post. Unknown to Nicholas at the time, his newly obtained property was located on a sacred Mi'kmaq burial ground. Some believe this is the reason the trading post was deserted. But could it also be the cause of the misfortune and tragedy that would soon fall upon Nicholas and his family? This SLS video footage was shot by Spirit Chasers producer Jeff DeELL during a recent visit to Horseshoe Cove. Though no anomalies were detected, paranormal investigators Aaron Peerless and Shaun Langille are planning to further explore the area.
Lots of folklore surrounding this area, lots of death, it seems.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those unique locations for sure that kind of has a pretty tragic history.
Dark.
To it, for sure.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, starting with Nicholas there.
So what we do know is that this was a French trading post.
Right.
And the French and the Mi'kmaq had a working relationship. And then it had been abandoned. And when it was abandoned, there was a lot of things that were left on the property. There were buildings. There were, from what we know, there was furniture and clothing. And so, Nicholas coming down and he finds this location,
right?
Not being of, a lot of money.
Yeah,
very poor,
very poor
right?
means. Yeah.
German settler, right? He comes in, and he's struck it rich here.
Oh yeah, I think he's won the lottery for sure.
That's right.
Yeah.
So why not, rush up to Halifax, try and get a deed for the property.
That's
and
right.
I think they gifted him 1,000 acres or something like that, or
quite a few.
was it? Yeah. So he keeps this quiet, goes down there, takes control of this property, from what we know.
Right.
Then what does he do? He kind of feels like he gets high on his own horse a bit because of what he's found.
Right, yeah, like from the story, like he went from very humble beginnings where he basically had wooden shoes, and then he became a very wealthy landowner. Unbeknownst to him, there's actually an area on his land that is actually a Mi'kmaq burial ground. And there was one night he heard a commotion going on. He went out with his pistol, found that a burial ceremony was in progress, He didn't like it. He felt he owned that land because of the deed that you mentioned earlier.
Didn't know the relationship between the French and the Mi'kmaq was good.
Exactly. Yeah, and then he waved his pistol around and ordered them to get off the land. And I guess they chased him away and finished their ceremony.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow. So he chases him away.
Right.
And then, what? He kind of goes back to his location because he was using, the woods around him as the wood collection for, to take to Halifax to sell, right? So, and I think what had transpired was he was treating his family more like slaves at this point, and instead of his family. And he was very demanding from his kids and his wife, and I think what he did was he even said, listen, to his son, you got to be the one that goes out and gets the wood,
right?
And I'll help you take it to Halifax, bring it back, or bring back the money and things like that. So when they run into this situation where the Mi'kmaq are having a burial ceremony or whatever, and not knowing the history between the French and the Mi'kmaq, I think he probably went off a little hard with not understanding what's going on.
Right.
So.
Well, and like you said, his arrogance probably didn't help the situation at all.
Right.
Right.
And he was trying to keep his place really, really quiet. Yeah. I mean, I think I even read that he would go from his dwelling here after he, had the deed and things, but from the decent clothing and stuff that he had that he found at this dwelling, he would literally, if he was going to Halifax or he was going to Lunenburg, right, or a closer place, they would actually take their good clothes off and put their impoverished clothes back on,
right,
just so that when they were going to these locations, they didn't stand out.
Right.
He was trying to keep this so quiet. He didn't want anybody else to find out about
trying
this.
To hide it.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think at that point where they were delivering wood up to Halifax and coming back, there was something that being, if you were Mi'kmaq at the time and you have this guy coming out that's obtained the land, doesn't seem too friendly, doesn't seem like he wants to learn about the other people that occupy this land and were there way before he was. He just decided to, so that doesn't really, you move into a place, move into a new house, you're not going to go next door and tick off your neighbors and things like that, right? I mean, you don't want to. You can if you want, I guess. It's your own, but you want a decent living neighborhood, right? So. Yeah,
and like you say, like due to the arrogance and him thinking he owns that land, like after that burial ceremony, allegedly he went out afterwards, and there was a deceased Mi'kmaq who was going through the burial ceremony, and he was up on a platform, and apparently he took the deceased down, buried him, cut down the burial pile, and then actually sold that wood as firewood in Halifax.
And probably cleared the area out again because he didn't want these people to come back.
That's right.
Didn't want the Mi'kmaq to come back.
And so the story goes, he took that firewood up to Halifax, and when he came back, he made a pretty gruesome discovery where his family, all of his family, his wife were massacred. So, So according to him, he feels that it was the Mi'kmaq that actually did it. Obviously, there's no proof that we have.
That's right.
Of course.
That's right. Yeah.
But
in saying all this little plot of land, in LaHave has some pretty heavy history.
Right.
And being a burial ground and stuff, I'd be pretty careful out there for sure. I wouldn't want to disturb anything or whatever. But it's very interesting to find out and to go and see this, even though we live here.
Right.
There's definitely places that we haven't seen or that we've heard about that we'd love to go and see. And I think this is one that sticks out to me anyway.
Right.
Pretty heavily, just because of the history surrounding this.
That's right.
And I think Nicholas was so done after this whole situation that he stopped eating and things like this? And after his family was buried and things, he was found, wasn't he? Like,
yeah. So according to, the history of the area, after he found his family massacred, they buried his family, and then he actually went back up to Halifax and gathered a whole bunch of people with him, basically a posse.
Okay.
And they went down back to the area, and apparently they went looking for however many Mi'kmaq they could find, and basically massacred them as well.
Oh.
And then shortly thereafter, he couldn't stand to be in that area no more. He went back to Lunenburg.
Oh, okay.
And he was in Lunenburg for a short amount of time, and then he disappeared out of Lunenburg. And that's when they came back from Lunenburg, and like you mentioned, they found him on his wife's grave, wasting away. Like he was dead from like starvation and everything.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So the whole thing seems very tragic.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
It's definitely, like I said, I believe his arrogance definitely played a big part in it.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, all it would have taken would just be a little bit of respect for your neighbors.
That's right.
Right? Respect for their traditions, respect for their history.
The French had done it.
Exactly.
Right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, in saying that, this is going to be fairly interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to get out there. Like, there's, I think we're, being semi-skeptical about stuff.
Right.
I think this is one of the areas where there would be quite a bit of a charge, if there is any.
Well, just before we got into this, like we saw the little bit of footage of around the area, but apparently there's, like, as you saw with the drone footage and things, there's a spot there that nothing grows.
Right.
It's like dirt and like nothing grows. From that point, like, what is it, 1760, something like that.
Right.
To now, you got all these trees, everything that's happening, and it's still to this day, it doesn't have anything growing in this area.
That's right.
Like, how many bodies would be there for a burial ground?
Right.
Like, it just rings quite large and in charge here, right?
So I guess the question is, like you said, is the land there actually spoiled
because
of history,
right?
Or
is it haunted?
Right. Or did they salt it in the past?
I think we got to get out there and see what's going on out there
for sure.
But in saying that, I think there's a little bit more history that happens afterwards, that the place wasn't just kind of abandoned. There was there's another story that years later, a Captain Smith had come along and had actually wanted to take on this property, which he did.
Right.
But, and this is despite what people were telling him, saying that the land is cursed, it's haunted. There's some, are you crazy, man, for going out there and wanting to do this, right? And of course, Captain Smith had his own problems while he was owning this property, with the people Lunenburg and Halifax thinking that he was some sort of dude with the black arts and things. Right. I mean, I think I even read that there was like a thunderstorm going on, and ships in the harbor were being hit, and it just so happened that he was on trial, for certain things, and they thought that he had brought in this black magic for this whole situation. So who knows, right? Like, who knows? Yeah. Maybe he attained this property and maybe some creepy stuff. We might be getting in over our head over here, right? Right. But this is of anywhere I think that we're going to go. I think this definitely has the potential to speak to us a bit.
Absolutely, yeah. Like you said, like when it comes to the history of the area, like those are two pretty significant happenings right there. Yeah. So I think we should just pack up and get out there.
That sounds like a plan to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, so we got everything on. Same kind of reading here.
You see these aren't setting each other off either.
That's right. That's right. All right. Let's
Here at Horseshoe Cove.
this is going to be interesting.
I think so.
I can't wait to actually get up here and see some of the foundations and things.
Right.
So now that we got the instruments all in tune and things,
Yeah, they'd be
I've
ready to go.
been anticipating this is going to be great. Let's do this, boys.
All
Let's go
right.
check this
Yeah,
out.
Let's go see.
All right,
See what we can find.
come on, Nicholas. Let's see if you can't let us know if you're out here or not tonight. Of course, we don't have any. There's no electrical out here,
Nope.
right? So
No electrical at all. Yeah, it's definitely a unique spot. And there's lights in the distance, but it's still pretty quiet here.
yeah. All right, let's move on here a bit. Down the trail. Yes.
Working our way up into the woods. Supposed to be foundation of one of the old buildings around here somewhere. It's a pretty open spot.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting how some of the driftwood is kind of laying there almost in a rectangle.
I was noticing that too. The old dead fall, right?
Right.
Nicholas, are you here? This was a nice place you had here, Nick, or Nicholas. Can you talk to us tonight? Just give us an idea, maybe that you're around or your family's around here. Come over to this right here and register on our meters. Was this the place that you lived right here? We're standing on a foundation. You got a .2. Are you getting anything over there?
Nothing, no.
So there were multiple buildings. There were multiple buildings around. This is one of them. Obviously, because we've seen the rubble, the big stones from the foundation.
That's right.
I would imagine there's some wild stuff in this area. If you had a metal detector, that would probably be very cool. What happened on this very island, this peninsula here? It's got a dark story, but it sounds like you, the time that you did have here was, it definitely had its ups and downs, we'll put it that way.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely some ups and downs.
Can you show us, Nicholas, where you might have passed away? Just light up our EMF here, if you don't mind. Like I said, we mean you no harm.
I think there's
We're just trying to tell your story, my friend.
multiple foundations and areas, so not even sure what this one really was.
Besides the traffic that's in the background and stuff, this is a very calm night.
It is.
Like, we're right on the water here. I don't even hear any. Why did my EMF go off?
Did you get a hit?
It just turned off. I don't have a timer on it or anything. Nicholas, was that you that turned my EMF off? That's weird, boys. They don't like that feeling. I'd say my beard's standing on end, but I've got goosebumps right now. I don't know why that just happened. My batteries are all good. I got a 0.4 right here. Why did that just go off? And I mean off.
Right.
No power.
Very strange.
We get to what would be the north side or the northeast side
Right.
of the peninsula or the island there,
That's right.
and things started to go a little haywire.
Yeah, I think it's once we got close to that foundation.
Things started to pick up a bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause shortly after, that foundation, we went to that bench
That's right.
to do the EVP.
Yeah. First of all, Nicholas, are you around this area at all? Very, very weak signal on that. Okay. I'm gonna turn this one off. You've still got that one on.
Yes.
Let's just have a quick little see
Oh.
here.
Some hits here.
It didn't like me sitting down.
Just briefly.
Nicholas, do you not like us being right here right now? EVP running.
Wasn't a huge spike, but definitely.
Still registered something. I could see you light up there. Nicholas, if you want to say something to us right now, go ahead. I know we probably won't be able to hear you, and if we can, it'll be a little bit of an eye-opener, but if there's anything you'd like to say, you can say it, and we'll hopefully capture it through the EVP. Did you enjoy this island when you were here, Nicholas? I know you must have been pretty impressed when you found this abandoned settlement / trade area. If you're around, can you set this EMF off? Just light up a couple lights on Shaun's EMF there. I'm going to just try standing up again. I don't know why that would affect it, but I want to make sure that... What's going on? I've got nothing. Look at you hold it up to me, it goes out.
On you. That was very strange.
What would be the significance of up and down?
It's really hard to say, with the number of...
What the hell is that over there?
Yes.
Okay, whoa. Did anyone else just see that? Down the trail. There was a light that just went across the trail down there. I am not shitting you. I am not shitting you. It was floating across the trail like it was like kind of slowly going up and down. I'm standing next to the bench.
Right.
And I look down the pathway and I see a strange light and I'm thinking, no, that's just a vehicle.
Right.
Way off in the distance.
Right.
And then I see it bumping up and down like this.
Right.
And that's what set me up. I was like, okay, whoa.
Right.
And then it disappeared.
Right.
As we come to this opening where hardly anything grows, right?
I think this is the clearing, yeah.
This is the clearing here, yeah. When we were in the studio, we saw what looked to be like a big tree or something like that, right? And it was at the far end. I believe it was over there. So, really, it's not a tree. And I think I'm seeing it here right now. It's just a big round bush area. With the night vision, can you see it over there?
Not yet. Like I said, it's pretty dark here.
Okay. I'm getting little micro hits, but nothing serious here.
It's definitely like a circular clearing.
What would...
Like
This is strange.
normally when you see like clearings like this, it's not like this perfectly circular.
Ah, here it is. So this is what we see from the aerial view. It is. It literally is just a big round. I don't even know what kind of bush it is, but
Can you see it's so dark here?
yeah. If anybody is here, come on over and set our devices off here. Are there any traders here? Do you need to trade anything? Some fur? Imagine. So secluded out here.
Let's just go around this way. See what we see. Is there anybody here with us? Anybody would like to make their presence known? And show yourself or set off my detector here.
Where'd you dock your boat, Nicholas? Is it down here? Ouch. There's a branch there. Well, here's Horseshoe Cove. Big drop off right here. Glad I saw that. Get another micro hit here. We took a good walk around the open space there,
Right.
where that big round bush and everything was. But when we got to the northeast part of that is when our producer Jeff kept lighting up
Right.
a bit. Like I kept seeing a green light lighten up. I'm getting a tiny little hit. Are you getting anything right here? Like just a...
Nothing at all.
Nicholas, is that you setting off this EMF over here? If it was, just light it up again for us, my friend. Oh, right on cue, boys. I don't want to ask you to do that again, Nicholas, but if it's somebody else that's here, give us a little bit more of a light show, would you? I know it probably takes a lot to be able to do this, but is that your family here with you, Nicholas? Can you set that off again for us? It's all right. Take your time, my friend. Is that you, Nicholas? You saying hi to us right now?
I think he's talking to you.
I don't want to bug you, good sir. And I think you've proven that there's something here because it's on cue. I'm going to shut the sound off on this for a second. I'm getting micro hits on that as that one goes up as well. So right here in this, there's right in this area right here, I'm thinking. If I was rolling in here and I didn't want anybody, not that things were inhabited and stuff around here, but if I was coming in on a boat and thought that that area over there was a busy area or could be a potentially busy area, which probably not because they probably would have seen something. I probably would have rowed the boat or had the boat come in Horseshoe Cove here just to hide it, because I wouldn't want anybody to know that this is the plot of land that I wanted. Am I right by saying that, Nicholas? Is that the case? Did you dock your boat over here? I got 0.3 of a reading here right now. Did you do any fishing over here, Nicholas? Did you have to, or was there enough food and provisions around? You getting anything on your readings over there, Shaun?
Right, not.
I'm getting like little spikes all over this area. I'm not sure where, if the foundation is, or the foundations are over there in the woods. Like it was said he came up on a burial ritual that was going on as well, right? It'd be interesting to see, or to try and place that.
Right. Well, I think to me it makes sense like this is that spot.
Right here, you think?
This area has definitely been cleared, but the strange thing is nothing has regrown except for that bush in the middle.
For all these years.
Exactly.
I don't want to single out Nicholas, so Nicholas, if you're here, that's great, my friend, but if there's anybody else here that lived here and traded and things like that, you can come and talk to us as well. This just lit up, Shaun. This EMF over here. Don't be scared. We're not here to do anything but to just get some readings. That's it. If you can help us get those readings, that would be absolutely fantastic. Of course, we're all carrying these EMS just to make sure that we're not missing anything.
Right.
And managed to go over and grab this, or Jeff, gives it to me.
Right.
And I start walking around, and we decide to do another EVP session.
On the log.
On the log.
That's right.
It's standing right next to you, Shaun. Something's going on. Or it's sitting right here on this log. And I say it because I don't know. There were so many people here that passed away.
I can see it's tripping out. Pretty hard. You got yours turned off.
I got mine turned off. Are you getting a reading on yours? We didn't even have that. That wasn't even close to this when it started going off. Did somebody just get up and walk away? Oh! It's right here now. Something was sitting on the log in there. Oh! Oh, 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 oh. Who's this? I'm going the wrong direction. Oh, did you run away from me? Where are you? Just doing a circle here. Just want to see if I can't get that back. Come on. Come on. I think it was walking down to the water. That's what I think. Oh, 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 oh. Are you trying to show us something? Are you trying to show us something here? Is this where the boat was moored? To me, it felt like I was being led to a certain part, which was a little opening that went down to the water.
Right.
It kept basically leading me down there.
Right.
So I stood at the top, and you saw it.
Yeah.
I know Jeff saw it, but the thing lights up like a Christmas tree.
Right.
And it does it for a while, and I'm like, you know what? Something's telling me I got to go down by the water. See, this is exactly where I would bring the boat. It's hidden right on this side, right?
It's definitely very secluded yet. That's very pretty too.
I don't know, boys. I got up and I followed that all the way to that little pathway right there. It led us right here. What a beautiful little cove. Are you showing us this? Is this what's going on? Who's showing us this? Isn't that awesome? Oh. Where are you? Where did you go? Are you trying to show us something else? Where are you walking? You walking over here? You walking over here, bud? Isn't that wild? There's no... Wow. This is a beautiful spot, Nicholas. This is you, my friend. I understand why you wanted to keep this. Not to mention, this would be quite a jaunt down to Halifax to sell firewood and things, eh? Like when you think about that, I wonder how long it would take to get to Halifax from here. Horse-drawn wagon and stuff?
I think you moved
By boat.
by boat, yeah.
So he would have chopped down all the trees, all the wood and everything, and then loaded his boat up. See, I don't even know how big of a boat he had. Must have been big enough though to fit his family and all that stuff, right? All that kind of thing. Yeah. It was right here and right. Wow. That was some pretty strong hits down here. You getting anything over there, Shaun? Did you hear that? I heard something right here, and then this started going off. You know, this could be his favorite spot. You stand here with us, Nicholas? Or have you been standing here all along? I seriously feel like we got led down here to the water. Why? Why did we get led down here? Yeah, is that right? Did you lead us down here for a reason? Is there something out in the water? There's nothing in the water? Why does it want it? It keeps lighting. Nothing. Whoa. Just as I say nothing. There's something out in the water, isn't there, Nicholas? You're trying to say something. Is that what you're trying to do? You're trying to say something to us? Is there something out in the water? You led us right to this. It was basically blipping, and it was keeping us within the radius of that one spot on that shoreline.
And there's nothing, like there's no electricity, there's no
Right.
power lines, there's nothing
Nothing like
there
that.
that could explain
No.
why that would happen.
Now I asked, is there something in the water or whatever?
Right.
And at one point it had diminished, and then it picked back up again when I'd said it.
Right.
There were multiple times tonight that questions were asked, and it lit up
That's right.
instantly.
It responded, yeah.
Right.
What's your battery at?
I'm good for like an hour.
Mine keeps draining.
Oh, really?
I put a new battery in when we put yours in.
Right.
7 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So it's draining your battery probably. Now why would it drain that and wouldn't drain this one?
Well, it seems like every time I go away from you guys, that goes crazy. But as soon as I come close,
It goes away.
it goes away. So
Okay,
Apparently
hang on a
everyone
second
here
here.
doesn't like me.
So you've technically, you've been away from us for a lot of this.
Right.
I've got Jeff, who's been with me the whole time,
Right.
who's going through batteries like crazy.
Right.
But your battery life is still really good with your camera.
Right. So Jeff and I swapped batteries at the same time. I've got over an hour left of life on mine, and Jeff says he's down to about 7 minutes.
3 minutes now.
3 minutes on his.
Just like that.
And we're both recording the exact, night shot, everything else.
They're using your camera, my friend, as maybe a conduit or something. Because for this thing to be lighting up the way it is, look at that, eh? Oh. There's something right here. There's something right here and in the water.
All right, let's try an experiment.
Yeah,
You take this,
yeah.
and you give me that,
And
and
then,
let's see
all right,
if it likes me.
I'm gonna go stand. I'm gonna go right here, Shaun. Just walk around that area just for. I got an idea. You come over and have a seat on that log. Oh,
I think it likes you. You don't have anything on you that would be setting it off, though.
no. I've left everything except for my EMF. Try just having a seat on that log right there. See if it does the same thing.
Nada.
Is there anything sitting next to Shaun? If there is, light up that EMF. Try standing up, Shaun, just for a sec.
Let's see, it's completely
Isn't that strange?
nothing. Go around a bit here.
Now try just making your way back over to that.
See, I'm getting little tiny
Blips.
blips, but nothing compared to what you were getting.
Just be careful right there. It's hard to see that. You're good. Keep walking forward there. Oh. Just try talking. Just try talking to Nicholas. Say hi to him or something.
Well, I've been asking if there's anybody here that wishes to communicate. Not just Nicholas, but anybody.
Yeah.
They seem to respond to you more than me. Yeah. So I'm standing pretty much exactly where you were
Yeah.
when you were getting those massive hits.
Okay, so you come grab the camera again.
Yeah. I'll switch it again.
And then I don't want to do this. This is creepy.
Hang on now.
I mean, I'm not. What?
I'm telling you, he likes you. That's pretty pretty definitive right there.
I'm not here to have any malice or disturb you at all, Nicholas. We're just, like I said, we're just out here to see if we can get some readings. Really appreciate you turning this thing up for us. That's pretty kick-ass. Like I said, I hope your soul's at peace and your family. You're welcome, my friend. Well, we can make our way back the other direction and see what happens down there. Because we're getting a hit on this side, we might get a hit down that direction. I say might. That's all I've been getting over here.
But that was pretty definitive. You know, using the EMF, nothing. We switch, and the second I take a step back, it just goes crazy.
What is up with that?
Right? So maybe it's, you thought Jeff's camera was the conduit, but maybe it's you. Maybe you're more open.
In walking back, being on like the northeastern side of the trail, instead of coming back the same direction that we went, northeastern side of the trail that comes around, the EMF was going off.
Right.
You know, not as much, but it was going off.
Right.
All along the northeastern side of that. What's going on here? Look at that, boys. Whoa, big dead tree. Huh. That is one gnarly looking tree too. Wonder how many rings that has.
Maybe somebody was hung from it.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Look at it. You said hung. Someone hung from that tree? And it stopped when you said hung.
Definitely looks like a tree that they would use to do that, though.
These are lining up. I think this one's a little more sensitive, because this is... What is that right there? What the... Oh, it's just a big mound. What is it? Something's following us, or we're following something. We're getting hits all along this back trail. The front trail, we weren't getting hardly anything. Now, whether that was the trail that Nicholas and his family took to get back to the homestead, I guess we don't know, but it's it seems like a surefire thing that would be where they would travel. I also made a point too that if you've got that cove, where's the perfect place to moor your boat up?
Yeah, it makes sense. Like any large amount of activity would take place in that little inlet where you were.
You wouldn't want anybody to see where your boat is and see where your homestead is, right?
And conversely, like going by the story, you know, with the different massacres, there's like 2 or 3 different massacres that happened. You know, it would make sense that it would basically occur where the people commonly came ashore.
That's right.
Right, and that would make sense why you're going off down in the shore, because, you know, who knows, maybe some bodies got thrown in the water or anything else, right?
Yeah.
So,
Not to mention there was multiple, you know, burial rituals that were going on
That's
there, right? Just a whole this trail and this park here, they definitely have a story to tell, and I think we experienced some of that tonight.
definitely,
Yeah,
for sure. It was a good night.
this was fantastic.
Good night.
Looking very much forward to this,
Yeah,
and it came through tonight, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah,
it was a good night.
yeah, man.
Look forward to the next one.
Friggin' right. Good
Get her
job.
done.
Yeah, get her done.